How does a Japanese household keep its lawn thick, green, and weed-free for generations, with no fertilizer schedule, no sprinkler system, and not a single bag of Scots? Meanwhile, you have tried everything. The 4-step program. The professional service that charged you twice what it was worth. The weed and feed that greened things up for 3 weeks and then quit. None of it held. Japanese gardeners are not doing more. They are doing something completely different. They do not feed the grass. They build the soil underneath it. And once you understand that one shift, every product on the garden center aisle starts to look exactly like what it is. This video walks through 7 of the most common lawn problems in America, each one solved with a specific Japanese method. Then it covers the small set of habits that make sure none of those problems ever come back. Before any of the fixes make sense, one thing has to be said clearly, because nobody at the garden center is going to say it for you. Almost every problem on your lawn traces back to the same cause: soil that has been slowly destroyed by the products sold to fix it. Healthy soil is not dirt. It is a living system. Bacteria, fungi, earthworms, beneficial nematodes, and thousands of microbial species working together to break down organic matter, cycle nutrients, and feed grass roots from below. That system built fertile land for thousands of years before a single bag of synthetic fertilizer existed. What synthetic NPK fertilizer does is bypass that system entirely. It feeds the blade directly, produces fast green growth, and does nothing for the root or the soil beneath it. The pre-emergent crabgrass killers kill earthworms. The grub treatments kill the nematodes that would have handled the grubs naturally. Year after year, the soil gets quieter, the lawn gets more dependent, and the bag at Lowe's gets a little more necessary every season. The Japanese method does not treat the grass. It restores what was underneath it all along. Every fix in this video starts from that principle. 7 problems, 7 fixes. Each one costs less than a dinner out, and none of them require anything from the garden center aisle that has already taken enough of your money. The first one is the brown circular patches that show up in July, the kind that look like the sprinkler skipped a section or something burned through overnight. Most homeowners blame drought. Some blame grubs. The actual cause is a soil fungus called Rhizoctonia solani, and it almost always traces back to one habit: watering at night. The grass blades stay wet for 10 to 12 hours in warm, humid air, and the fungus spreads exactly as fast as those conditions allow. The fix has 2 parts. Stop watering at night entirely, and water only at sunrise so the blades dry by mid-morning. Then take cornmeal from the grocery store baking aisle and spread it across each brown patch at 1 pound per 100 square feet. Cornmeal hosts a naturally occurring soil fungus called trichoderma that outcompetes Rhizoctonia and shuts it down. Texas A&M agricultural research has documented this for decades. The patches recover in 2 to 3 weeks at a total cost of about $10 for the entire yard. The second problem is weeds: clover, dandelions, plantain, crabgrass. Every lawn in America has them, and almost every American is approaching them backwards. Weeds do not invade a healthy lawn. They colonize a lawn that is already lost. They fill the gaps where the grass is too thin to compete, and exposed soil gives their seeds exactly the window they need to germinate. The Japanese fix is density. Overseed in early fall at 2 to 3 times the recommended bag rate. A thick, established lawn has no exposed soil for weed seeds to land in. For the weeds already present, wait for the morning after a good rain. When the soil is soft, grip each one at the base and pull slowly straight up. The whole root lifts out cleanly. No herbicide, no weed and feed. 5 minutes a day done consistently replaces every bottle in the garage. The third problem is the bare spots that will not fill no matter how many times you reseed them. Near the gate, along the path the kids cut through the yard, at the base of the swing set. The problem is not lack of seed. The soil underneath those spots has been compacted by foot traffic down to something close to the density of packed clay, and grass roots cannot push through it. More seed on top of compacted soil is just wasted seed. Take a garden fork, the kind with 4 flat tines, and push it straight into the bare area every 6 inches, rocking it gently back and forth to fracture the soil without lifting it. Top dress with a 1/4 inch of compost. Reseed in early fall. The spot fills within one growing season and stays filled because the soil underneath can finally breathe. The fourth problem is grubs, and there's a genuine irony here. The white grubs destroying American lawns are the larvae of the Japanese beetle, a species introduced to the United States in 1916 on a shipment of iris bulbs. But Japanese beetles are not a problem in Japan. They exist there in small numbers that no Japanese homeowner has ever needed to treat for grub damage. The reason is that Japanese soil supports a full predator ecosystem. Beneficial nematodes, parasitic wasps, ground beetles, birds. American soil, after decades of chemical treatments, supports almost none of those predators. The grub population explodes here because nothing is left to control it. The fix is to restore the missing predator. Beneficial nematodes are available at any garden center for about $25. Apply them at dusk in late August, when grub larvae are most vulnerable, using a standard hose sprayer. The nematodes hunt the grubs down and kill them within days. No chemicals, no harm to earthworms, birds, or pets. The standard recommendation of Grubex or 7 applied every spring kills the earthworms, kills the nematodes that would have handled the next generation naturally, and creates a chemical dependency by year 3. The nematodes do the same job permanently. The fifth problem is the soggy corner that never dries out. At the base of a downspout, in the flat area below a slope, in the low corner of the yard. The cause is a clay layer in the subsoil that water cannot penetrate. The top 6 inches drain fine. Below that, the water sits. The American solution is a French drain installed by a contractor for $2,000 to $4,000. The Japanese fix is to auger 4-inch holes every 3 feet across the wet area, backfill each one with washed gravel to within 2 inches of the surface, then top with soil and seed. Water runs through the topsoil into each gravel column and drains laterally into the deeper soil. Around $40 of materials, half a day of work, and the drainage problem is gone permanently. The sixth problem is dog spots. The cause is concentrated nitrogen and salts in the urine hitting the grass faster than it can process. The fix is free and takes 30 seconds. Dilute every spot within 5 minutes of the dog going by, pouring a full watering can of plain water over it. The nitrogen disperses and the grass survives. For spots already burned, reseed with perennial ryegrass instead of Kentucky bluegrass. Perennial ryegrass tolerates urine salts significantly better. About $30 of seed handles an average yard. The seventh problem is the yellow color that no amount of fertilizer will fix, and almost every American homeowner has tried. The cause is almost never a nitrogen deficiency. It is an iron deficiency. Grass needs iron to produce chlorophyll, and most American lawns are starved for it, while their owners keep pouring nitrogen onto blades that cannot green up without iron in the first place. A bottle of chelated iron supplement costs about $15 at any garden center. Mix it with water and apply it with a hose sprayer. The lawn turns deep emerald green within 48 hours. Most homeowners who see that result for the first time cannot believe they spent years buying the wrong product. The 7 fixes handle what is already wrong. What comes next is what makes sure nothing goes wrong again. Japanese gardeners have a principle called tsuchi zukuri. It translates directly as soil making. A Japanese gardener does not grow grass. They spend years quietly building a living layer of soil, and the grass shows up and thrives in it without being asked twice. Once you understand that principle, the entire American lawn care industry looks like it is solving the wrong problem. Start with mowing height, because almost every American mows too short. The right height is 3.5 to 4 inches in summer and 3 inches in spring and fall. Most Americans mow at 2 to 2.5 inches because that is how a golf course looks. Here is what nobody on that course tells you. A residential lawn cut at 2 inches. scalps the crown of each grass plant, encourages weed germination, and dries out twice as fast as a taller lawn. A lawn cut at 4 inches develops roots 8 to 12 inches deep, shades out weed seeds before they germinate, holds moisture through a dry week, and looks dense and lush instead of thin and pale. Set the mower 1 notch higher than feels right. After 2 weeks, you will not want to go back. The watering rhythm is 1 deep watering per week, applied at sunrise to a depth of 6 inches into the soil. Test it by pushing a screwdriver into the lawn after watering. If it goes 6 inches, you are done. If it stops at 2, water more. Deep, infrequent watering forces roots to chase moisture downward into cool soil. Shallow daily watering keeps roots in the top inch where they have no defense against the first hot week of summer. Leave the grass clippings on the lawn after every mow. This single habit, ignored by almost every American homeowner, returns roughly $50 of nitrogen to the soil every year. Nitrogen you are currently bagging, throwing away, and then rebuying in fertilizer form 3 weeks later. The seasonal calendar is 3 sessions across the year, totaling about 4 hours. In mid-spring, top dress the lawn with a 1/4 inch of finished compost spread by hand. In late spring, fork aerate the entire lawn every 6 to 8 inches, while the grass is actively growing and can fill the holes quickly. In early September, overseed at twice the bag rate using a quality seed blend matched to your region. Early fall is the only window in the American climate where new grass establishes reliably. 3 sessions, 4 hours total. That is the entire lawn care calendar for the year. One honest thing before the close. If your lawn has been on synthetic programs for 10 years or more, the soil underneath is essentially dead. The transition to this approach takes 2 to 3 growing seasons to fully work. The first year you stop the chemicals, the lawn looks worse before it looks better. The dandelions get bolder, the thin patches stay thin a little longer. By the end of season 2, the recovery is visible. By season 3, the lawn is thicker, greener, and lower maintenance than it ever was on anything sold in a bag. Think in seasons, not weekends. The full annual cost of maintaining a lawn the Japanese way runs about $125 a year. Compare that to the average American spend of $500 to $1,500 on programs that are slowly weakening the soil they depend on. The math is not close, and the gap widens every year. Feed the system, not the symptom. That is the whole principle. This weekend, walk the lawn, identify which of the 7 problems you actually have, and start there. 1 fix at a time. Your lawn becomes the one on the block that looks effortlessly perfect, and you stopped paying anyone for it.